Alright, so one of the last things that I need to do before I really start putting this thing back together is I need to drain both the Power-Trol and the Power Shaft housing fluids so I can put new fluid in there. So what we're looking at is, let me see if I can get my light propped up here. So you have the Power Shaft back here, which is the PTO. Fill plug is right here. Check plug is right there, and then the drain is underneath the tractor. On the other hand, see if you can see it. So for the for the Power-Trol, the check is there in the middle of the operator station, and then the drain is right here. And then this is the check level for the Power-Trol. Let's see, let's consult the good book here. Alright, so we have the drain plug for the Power-Trol is above this, and then this is the check oil level for the Power Shaft housing. You would use this bolt right here if you wanted to check the Power Shaft clutch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drain both of these cases, and then we can get new fluid in there. For right now, I'm actually just going to put cheap fluid in there. I'm going to put cheap gear oil in the Power Shaft clutch. I think that works. And then I'm going to put cheap hydro fluid in the Power-Trol. Once I run it for a couple hours, I will actually drop those fluids again, and I will put low-vis high guard in the, or actually I'll probably just put high guard in the Power-Trol, and then I'll put, I can't remember what the Power Shaft takes at the moment. I bought it already, and then I'll put whatever is appropriate in the Power Shaft. So anyway, I'll set the camera up as I drain these, and we will go from there. Alright, so I'm actually going to drain. I don't think there's that much fluid in the Power Shaft housing. Who knows, maybe this might be a fantastic disaster. But I'm actually going to drain it into a metal pan so I can really look at the fluid. Get my wrench on here. Hopefully I don't have to go get a socket, although based on this I have to go get a socket. So alright, so went and got a socket. Oh, that's much easier. Sometimes I should just start like that instead of trying to be lazy. Alright, so see what this fluid looks like coming out. Actually, I should probably open the filler to give it a little bit of air. Alright, try again. I got the filler opened, so that should hopefully help just a little bit. We'll see what this oil looks like Oh, that's nice. Oh. Well, there was a whole bunch of water on the bottom, and then something that looks like goo is now dripping out. That's always nice. I also just noticed I have a missing bolt right here. I have to do something about that. I would suspect the water is probably from the change in temperatures that we've undergone recently. I'm going to let whatever this is just drip out of here. I think it will drip out okay over time. So yeah, not nearly as exciting as I'd hope. I'm probably just going to let this drain over the next couple days and see what happens. I'm in no hurry to actually get it out. I'll have to read in the manual, but what I may do, because it is so grungy, coming out. I may actually go ahead and see if I can see what the manual says about pulling this cover right here and cleaning this out and then just putting a new gasket in there. That might work pretty good. I'm not real sure. So it's flowing pretty good now. So I got to thinking about it. The bottom of this this power shaft was probably a bunch of junk. So I actually just took a screwdriver, poked up in there. It came out just fine. So obviously there's a layer of crud on there. So it's certainly probably worth me investigating what it would take to take that cover off and then clean it out and replace it. So anyway, I'm going to start working on the Power-Trol system, and we'll go from there. Alright, so now we can drain the Power-Trol. I've got already loosened this, and I've got the fill cap opened. So let's see what this fluid looks like. Hopefully it's a little bit better than the power shaft housing. That looks really nice. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I wasn't going to put the plug back in the power shaft housing. Glad I did now. So, like I said, I'll let these drain probably overnight or at least a couple days, and we'll go from there. So, it's a good start to getting the fluids back in it, making everybody happy again. I'll be happy when all the fluids are changed, and we can move forward. So, hopefully in a couple weeks we'll have a running 820 again after I think the last time I ran it was in probably late November. I don't know. I'll have to look. Maybe it was early November. And now it's mid-March, and if I have it running by the first weekend of April, I'll be pretty happy. So, I think that's it for now. Hopefully this video isn't too long, too boring, but I know there's not a whole lot of videos out there that show how to change the fluid on these tractors, at least particularly the 820s. There are some videos out there like the 50s, 60s, 70s, stuff like that, 720s. There's some, but there are not very many videos out there that show any type of maintenance on the 820s, and that's one of the reasons that I'm making these videos. By no means am I an expert, but you know what, at least they're out there, and somebody can watch them, and if they want to get into 2 cylinders or vintage tractors, hopefully it gives them a little bit of confidence to do it, because guess what? Before October, I had never worked on anything like this. So, learning a lot, and hopefully I continue to learn a lot. So, thanks for watching.